I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network, and this is a breaking news alert. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis says that she will announce potential criminal indictments of Donald Trump and/or other criminal co-conspirators of Donald Trump between July 11th and September 1st. Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis revealed this timetable in a letter to local law enforcement in which she asked them to be ready for, quote, heightened security and preparedness, end quote, because she predicted her announcement, quote, may provoke a significant public reaction, end quote. Let's pull up the full letter sent by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis on April 24th, 2023 to the Sheriff of Fulton County, Georgia, the Honorable Patrick Labatt. Here's the letter. Dear Sheriff Labatt, my staff and I greatly appreciate the efforts you have made to increase security at the Fulton County Courthouse. While these efforts have addressed security needs related to several high-profile trials and investigations, as we have discussed, the need for vigilance will increase. In the near future, I will announce charging decisions resulting from the investigation my office has been conducting into possible criminal interference in the administration of Georgia's 2020 general election. I am providing this letter to bring to your attention the need for heightened security and preparedness in coming months due to this pending announcement. Open source intelligence has indicated the announcement of decisions in this case may provoke a significant public reaction. We have seen in recent years that some may go outside of public expressions of opinion that are protected by the First Amendment to engage in acts of violence that will endanger the safety of our community. As leaders, it is incumbent upon us to prepare. I will be announcing charging decisions resulting from this investigation during Fulton County Superior Court's fourth term of court, which will begin on July 11th, 2023, and conclude on September 1, 2023. Please accept this correspondence as notice to allow you sufficient time to prepare the Sheriff's Office and coordinate with local, state, and federal agencies to ensure that our law enforcement community is ready to protect the public. As your strategic planning process begins, collaboration with my investigative leadership team is vital. My team will be in touch in coming days to set up appropriate conversations. My staff and I are grateful for the work of the Sheriff's Office in ensuring the safety of the public during this time. Thank you for your efforts, and we look forward to working with you. Folks, that is the letter from Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis to the Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labatt, informing Sheriff Labatt that indictments will likely be coming this summer. She gave the timeline for these criminal indictments relating to her ongoing criminal investigation into 2020 election interference. She states in her letter that those indictments will likely take place between July 11th, 2023 and September 1 of 2023. And she reiterates that while First Amendment speech is absolutely protected, what we have seen, and she's obviously referring to the January 6th insurrection and all of the other efforts by Donald Trump's supporters and other MAGA Republican leadership to try to incite violence and go beyond their First Amendment freedom of speech and go into territory of provoking serious criminal acts. Here, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis wants to take no chances, and she is alerting the sheriff of Fulton County well in advance of the time frame. So for those wondering what the time frame would be, she's laying it out right here, folks. So what will be taking place between now and July 11th through September 1st of 2023? Well, the grand jury will be meeting. The grand jury will be convening. We believe the grand jury will convene in May. It will receive evidence for several weeks, likely through July 11th. And then you'll have that period between July 11th and September of 2023, where you will have the grand jury deliberate and make its vote on the various criminal charges. They will vote on who to indict.
Now let's take a quick break to talk about our next partner, Manukora honey. Did you know that the best tasting honey on the planet comes from New Zealand? It's called Manuka honey. Manukora has absolutely mastered the art of beekeeping. Their super honey is always 100% raw and has a rich and creamy texture that's unlike anything you've ever tried before. Now, it's a super honey because of its unique antioxidants and prebiotics, as well as a natural antibacterial compound called MgO that only comes from the nectar of this tea tree. Now, I tried the 850 MgO rated Manukora honey from the bottle, and wow, it was better than I could have ever imagined. Not to mention that it contains nutrients that support optimal immune and digestive health. Every batch is 100% traceable with a unique QR code on every jar. You can verify potency, purity, and even learn about the specific beekeeper that harvested your honey. Now, I had my honey straight from the spoon, and it was delicious by itself. But you can also add it to your tea or coffee, pancakes, yogurt. You get it. Whatever you like, you could add your Manukora honey to. The creamy caramel texture melts in your mouth. It's really unlike anything I've ever tried. Manukora, it's savory, delicious, and truly the best honey I've had in my entire life. Manukora's honey is available in a range of easy-to-use formats, including squeeze bottles, compostable honey sticks, so you can eat it straight or add to your favorite foods and drinks. If you head to manukora.com/Meidas or use code Meidas, you'll automatically get a free pack of honey sticks with your order. That's a $15 value. That's manukora.com/Meidas or use code Meidas to get a free pack of compostable honey sticks with your order. You haven't tasted or seen honey like this before, so indulge and try some honey with the superpowers from Manukora.
You know, what's interesting about the Fulton County, Georgia process, which is different than the Manhattan grand jury process, is that in Fulton County, Fani Willis opted to go through a two-step process. Step one of her process, she impaneled a special grand jury. That special grand jury took in evidence. They heard from various witnesses, dozens of witnesses, in fact, over the past several months, and ultimately prepared a report and made recommendations about who the Fulton County District Attorney should indict. However, the special purpose grand jury, unlike, say, the Manhattan grand jury that was impaneled, the special purpose grand jury did not itself have the power to criminally indict. Its power was to prepare the report and recommendations. That report and recommendations remains mostly under seal. So it is a two-step process in Fulton County. Report and recommendation from the special purpose grand jury. That report and recommendation then goes to the actual grand jury. And just like in Manhattan, where the grand jury had the power to indict, the grand jury that will be convening in May in Fulton County will have the power to indict. Now, it will likely receive the report and recommendations from the special purpose grand jury that will likely be used as a roadmap for the grand jury. By the way, the grand jury could simply just accept the report and recommendations and indict on that basis. However, what will likely happen is the report and recommendation by the special purpose grand jury will be used by the actual grand jury as a roadmap, and I suspect that you will have additional witnesses now testify before the grand jury. And I think we will see some different witnesses testify before the grand jury than who would not testify or who may have testified before the special grand jury. For example, we've reported here on the MeidasTouch network that many of these so-called fake electors, these individuals who attached their names and certified falsely that Donald Trump won in Georgia and submitted their names to be counted on January 6th, fraudulently and falsely that some of these fake electors have been turning on other fake electors and have been pointing the fingers as things start to get very real and as indictments are looming. One of the motions that Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis has filed recently is a motion for disqualification, for example, against a lawyer named Kimberly Burrows DeBro, who is representing 10 of the fake electors. She used to represent 11, but there was a conflict between one of the fake electors and the other 10. But this attorney, Kimberly Burrows DeBro, is now representing 10 of the fake electors. And in this motion for disqualification that was just filed last week by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, the motion set forth that some of those fake electors are pointing the fingers at each other and blaming each other because there is this adverse relationship between these fake electors in the same case. Fulton County District Attorney argues that there is an unwaivable conflict of interest. Yes, an unwaivable conflict of interest such that Kimberly Burrows DeBro should not be able to represent all of these fake electors in order to coordinate their testimony when they don't all want to testify the same way. One of the other very serious allegations that Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis also put in her motion to disqualify Kimberly Burrows DeBro last week is that certain immunity offers were conveyed to some of these fake electors, and that Kimberly Burrows DeBro, the lawyer for these fake electors, did not convey offers of immunity, which would be a serious ethical breach if she did not convey those offers of immunity to her clients. So there are new developments happening there, and some of those fake electors who did not testify before the special purpose grand jury may testify before the grand jury. But folks, this was a big announcement. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis will announce potential indictments of Trump and or others between July 11th and September 1st of 2023. You've seen the letter for yourself, and you got Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis saying, get ready. This will be a summer of indictments. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers here on the MeidasTouch Network. It is free to subscribe, so please hit subscribe right now. Also, subscribe to wherever you get your audio podcast. Subscribe to the MeidasTouch audio podcast. Just search MeidasTouch Podcast, whatever device you use to listen to audio podcast. Also, check us out on patreon.com/MeidasTouch. patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Let us know what you think about our memberships there. But if you can right now, subscribe on our YouTube channel. It is free. Thank you so much. I'm Ben Meiselas. Have a great day.
Hey, Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.